What's going on, guys? It's Drew with Profit Monsters. Welcome back to another video. If you are new to the channel, I am a full-time reseller on eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, and Depop. And it's been a while, so today I'm bringing you guys a what sold video on eBay and Poshmark. I'm not really putting in any of the Depop or Mercari sales. I'm going to make that a separate video. So I hope you guys enjoy. I'm going to give you guys 20 different items that I've sold for a really good profit and things to be on the lookout for. And it's going to start kind of with some of my more recent sales. If you follow me on Instagram, then you may have seen some of them. And it's going to go back a little ways to some sales within the last couple weeks, last couple months. So let's dive right into it. And I'm going to show you guys. I hope you learned something and I hope it helps you on your hunts and thrift stores and garage sales and wherever you go to find stuff. Okay, so the first one is this Guitar Hero Xbox 360 Rock Band set right here with 2 games and the wired controller. As you can see, this is not a wireless controller, but it is tested and working. I tested it at my house, and I got this in a bundle with a bunch of other Rock Band stuff from Facebook Marketplace, and I paid $30 for all of it. And within a couple days, again, if you follow me on Instagram, you've seen this story, but within a couple days, I sold, or within one day, I'm sorry, I sold everything. I listed it all 2 days ago and it all sold yesterday. So from the day I'm making this video. So I paid $30 and I'm like a $350 profit, or $50 gross sales on everything. So $70 is not bad for a Guitar Hero guitar. They are big money makers. Don't be afraid to pack them and ship them. It's super easy. You can use priority mail 1095 boxes and combine 2 of them and just kind of like smush them together and tape around it. So anyway, I hope that helps you guys. Guitar Hero is a great bolo to be on the lookout for. Next up, we got this Super Nintendo NES system. I got this in a bulk buy on Facebook Marketplace as well. This was, I paid $140 for 2 Super Nintendos and a Nintendo 64. And prior to selling the Super Nintendo for $125 of a best offer that I accepted, I already sold the Nintendo 64 for $120, and I sold a game that I got for $35. So this is pure profit. Video games are always hot sellers. They sell very fast for me on eBay and Mercari right now. And so if you're not into video games, especially on Facebook Marketplace, start looking for them. You can normally get them really cheap. Next up is this Chrysler Dodge Jeep radio. This is actually in my last video. I shared it in my day of the life of a full-time reseller. But this radio I got in a bulk buy that I made from a lady that let me go through her storage unit in a private pick. You can check out that video. It's from a couple months back, but it was a really good one. I got a lot of good stuff, and this was one of the things I got, and this just sold. I accepted a best offer of $150. Car truck radios are very good to resell on eBay. Even untested or for parts, they sell really well because people are looking for them. And so $150, my entire cost of goods for that video where I bought the whole storage unit was like 400 bucks. And this has put me well over the profit. I'm already in the profit. So great sale there. Next up is sports cards. I'm slowly getting into sports cards and trying to get better at learning about them, but this is a Panini Joe Burrow refractor rookie card. He was the #1 draft pick into the NFL for the 2020 season. He was like a MVP for LSU and just a great player. His card was worth quite a bit of money. I bought a bunch of these from, or a bunch of booster boxes from Walmart for $25 a booster box, and I opened up about half of them on my channel, and then I sold the rest of the booster boxes on eBay, and I pulled a couple good cards, and this was one of them, and I sold this one for best offer accepted of $49.99. So not too bad. This one card paid for 2 boxes, booster boxes. Next up, you guys, if you've been following me for a long time, then you know about my wacky package deal. This was just a crazy, crazy bolo. I bought a box about this big that was supposed to be baseball cards from an auction for $2. And over the last year and a half, I've been selling through them. I've got hundreds and hundreds of them still. I've made well over $2,000 selling these from a $2 investment. It's probably been my most profitable find to date. and it's just become passive income for me at this point. I sell individual stickers for $10 to $50 each. This was a lot from 1995. They're basically like vintage memes, as you can see, like the like iron-ons, Mashbox instead of Matchbox, Newsweek instead of Newsweek, Windex instead of Windex, and they're just like cool little stickers, kind of like the Garbage Pail Kids. And I had this up for a long time, and I finally just decided to accept a best offer of $180 on these. I had it listed at $300 for a really long time. There was no comps on a set like this, so I accepted a best offer plus $10 shipping. Still a great sale. Next up, this was probably one of my favorite sales, this Ronco Rotisserie 5000 right here. I learned about these from my friends at Hustlin' Hooks on Instagram, Melinda and Edine. They also have a YouTube channel, Hustlin' Hooks. You can check them out. And just great resellers. I learned about rotisseries from them and bread makers. And I picked this up from Goodwill for 30 bucks. Took it home and cleaned it with some barkeeper's best friend. It takes the rust and dirt and grime right off, made it look nice and shiny. For the most part, you can see how clean it is in this picture. For the most part, there's still a little bit there, but I mean, it's a used machine, but overall really clean. And I sold it for $129.99 full price offer, full price sale plus buyer paid shipping. So this was a great sale. Next up is a really cool find. This sold very fast, which is why I included it. This is a vintage 70s or 80s, but I listed it as 70s Wrangler Sherpa leather vest. And this was a really cool piece to find. I found this at a flea market for $5, made in the USA. Check out that tag, just a beautiful piece. It was in amazing condition, very clean, and just a beautiful piece. So listed it for $59.99 and accepted a best offer of $54.99 listed for $54.99, accepted a best offer of $49.99 with free shipping. So I still profited quite a bit on this deal, and it sold extremely fast. Next up, at the same flea market, I got these really cool vintage shorts right here. They are actually the brand Fast Lightning or something like that, Lightning Bolt. And they just had some really cool graphic on them, vintage 90s. They were dead stock with the original tag, and they just had this really sick graphic on them. They were super bright and poppy. I had to have them, and I paid $3 for them, I believe, at the flea market, and I sold them almost instantly of listing them for full price $49.99 with free shipping. Next up is a retail arbitrage Ross find. These are Nike Huaraches, the metallic gold and purple, I believe. Yeah, Elemental is what they're called right here, Elemental. They were good size, men's size 9. I paid up for these. I paid $39.99 for them, but I sold them for $119 with free shipping. I accepted a best offer. $109. I accepted a best offer of $109 with free shipping. And on eBay right now, if you sell any shoes in the athletic department, I believe, or shoes in general, it is free to compete with StockX is what eBay is doing. So you don't pay any final value fees. So that's why I was okay paying up for these. And shipping cost me about $8. So without having to pay the eBay fees, definitely a good sale. Another shoe I got here for $6.99 at a Goodwill. These are in excellent condition. They are Birkenstock Selenas, and they are the 3-strap model. I got these, just a really good find. Birkenstocks is a great brand, always sells fast for me. And I think I accepted a best offer of $59.99 on these. So they moved really quick, and plus shipping. So a great sale. Be on the lookout for Birkenstocks. It's a great bolo. Another great sale here. This one was a couple weeks ago for me at the beginning of the month of July. This was a PlayStation 2 bundle with a wireless Rock Band set. I had about $30 into this whole bundle from Facebook Marketplace. All the extra games you see are from my eBay storage unit store buyout that I did when I bought out Penny and Connor's eBay store. If you saw that video where I paid $1,500 for their entire eBay store, there was tons of loose video games, and I saved them and bundled them as extras with this Guitar Hero bundle, and this sold for full price within 2 days of listing it for $199. It's a PlayStation 2, guys, and it sold for full asking price. Positive feedback left, so this was a great sale. Buyer paid shipping. Again, Rock Band, Guitar Hero, and PlayStation stuff. Video game sells very well. This was an insane sale. I bought a huge lot of vintage Pepsi promo t-shirts from a guy on Facebook Marketplace. I paid $80 for, I think, 48 shirts. And this was one of them that I sold on eBay. This brisk 1998 Babe Ruth tee. When I listed it, it basically insta sold for full price of $89.99. I can't believe how fast it sold. And it just has this little tiny Lipton brisk tee on the back, or on the front, but the Babe Ruth hit on the front, I believe, is what sold it. Snack tees, vintage promo tees, movie tees, Disney tees. There is an insane market for vintage clothing right now. So if you are ever in Goodwills and stuff and you see this kind of stuff, pick it up and list it. It will sell for more than you think. I guarantee it. And I sold all the other shirts on that deal. I'm probably well over $500 to $700 in profit on that deal. I've sold almost every promo tee I have at this point, and they just did really well. I sold a lot of them on Instagram too. So be on the lookout for promo tees and snack tees and things like that. They do really well. Next is another Ross find. These are Nike Air Jordan Legacy 312 lows, the Chicago colorway, Chicago Bulls colorway. I'm not even a big fan of this shoe, but all that matters to me is that people are interested in them. All I do is I scan the tags when I'm at Ross, and I actually didn't even include the tag in this listing by accident, but they are a men's size 9, another good size. And sure enough, they sold. I got an offer of $107. Free shipping, and since it was over $100, I accepted it. No final value fees. I paid $49.99 for these at Ross, so I paid up, but still about doubled my money on this after fees and shipping. So Ross has been doing really well for me lately with retail arbitrage, so I'm going to keep it up. Another one of my favorite sales here was this Zojirushi bread maker. I learned about this from Hustlin' Hooks as well over the summer when we met, or when I met them in the early spring, beginning of summer, late spring. And they were selling tons of bread makers, and they shared it on their Instagram page. I started picking them up, and they were selling really well. Zojirushi is like the Rolls Royce of bread makers. And this one I listed really high at $329, and I accepted a best offer of $280 with free shipping. And so this was just an incredible sale. Really happy with it. I paid $10 at a garage sale on a day where I hadn't found anything. And it turns out this was like the last garage sale that I went to, and boom, I walked right up to it and didn't even haggle with the lady. You can see it's got the 2 paddles in it right there. It's just a great brand, great Bolo item to be on the lookout for. Bread makers are still selling hot, and this was a great sale for me. Next up, a little bit of a lower sale item, because I don't want to just show a ton of super profitable items. Because these are like your bread and butter items. Gymshark, as much as I don't really care for the brand as a fitness brand, I think it's flooded in the market for people kind of like following them for no reason, but they have made a name for themselves and their stuff sells really well. I got these leggings, women's leggings at Goodwill for $1.99, and within 24 hours they had sold for full price of $34.99 with the buyer paying shipping. And there's nothing, it's kind of like Lululemon, a little bit lower in quality and brand, but it just has a huge market for it. And so if you ever see Gymshark stuff, I would definitely pick it up if it's the right price. You can make a lot of money on it, or just have good fillers for your store or bread and butter items. Easy money there. Next up is this pair of True Religion board shorts right here. This was from my bulk buyout from my main man Ski. If you saw that video where I bought his entire closet of clothing, I've listed quite a bit of it at this point, and these sold for I sold these for full list price of $39.99 with the buyer paying shipping. True Religion is a great brand. There are a lot of fakes out there, so you have to know what you're selling, but I comped these, and they were from Ski, and he knows his stuff. So I listed them, and they sold very fast within a couple days of listing. And so pants, jackets, swim stuff, all clothing is selling really well right now. So if you're not into clothing, maybe you should consider looking at certain brands like Gymshark and True Religion, for example. That's easy money. I had about $3 into this. Okay, moving over to a couple Poshmark items. I just kind of wanted to mix it up. I've got tons of sales on eBay. I could show you guys if you want a part 2 or you like these types of videos. Let me know in the comment section. But I picked this up at a local Goodwill. This is a sale on Poshmark, a United States Navy vintage crewneck sweatshirt. This was a medium, made in the USA, so that's kind of one of the ways I know it was vintage. And just the graphic, it was like reflective, glossy. It's hard to describe without really showing it to you, but this sold for full price on Poshmark for $35, and the buyer always pays shipping on Poshmark. So this is a great little sale. Had about $4 into this. Next item, this was a flea market find. I paid $2 for this Patagonia vest. This is in one of my flea market haul videos. This took a while to sell. I had it listed at $65, but I accepted a best offer of $57 on Poshmark. So $2 into $57. If you're not looking at Patagonia as a brand, then you need to reconsider. They are a very, very good hiking, high-end quality brand that's been around for years and years. Their stuff has a huge cult following, and this was a beautiful stonewash blue vest right here. And so anyway, yeah, Patagonia is a great fast seller. This sold slower than I thought, but I was willing to be patient because I listed it very high. Next is a vintage Kansas City Chiefs puffer jacket. I had this listed really high at $249 because I didn't want to sell it because I thought it was just a really cool jacket. I bought this for $40 off a girl on Instagram that sold me a mystery box, and you can see that in another video from a few months back where I opened up a mystery box, and I paid for this on top of the mystery box. So I paid $40 for it. I really wanted to hold out. I hadn't had any offers on it. I listed it on eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, and Depop, and hadn't really had any decent offers over like $75 on it. But I was willing to be patient. I knew with the quarantine and with the NFL not playing and stuff like that, that it would take a while to sell. Someone offered me $150 on Poshmark, and I felt like that was a really fair offer. And so I accepted and made quite a bit of money on this. So really happy with this sale. Vintage sports gear is a huge bolo as well. And last item I want to show you guys for today, the 20th item, is just a really good pair, a nice colorway of women's Nike shoes. These are Nike Lunar Forever 4s, and they are the Flywire model. As you can hopefully see on the side right here, it says Flywire. Let me see if I can get, nope. I'm not good with the transitions here, but you can see I took well-lit photos. I showed pictures of all angles, as Rinzi would say. If you don't follow them, check them out on Instagram and YouTube. I showed a picture of the tag here, very clear, and my description is pretty basic, and this is how I'm able to cross-list pretty fast. It says, Nike Lunar Forever 4, pink powder, white graphic, Volt, shoes, condition is pre-owned, very good, no rips or tears, nice and clean. And as you can see, these are in amazing condition. I believe I paid $9 for these at Goodwill, and they sold. I had them listed for $49, and someone offered me $48, and I accepted. I don't know why. Maybe they just felt like they had to have the advantage there, but I was very happy to accept that offer. I got these shoe trees at IKEA for like $2 each, and I always tuck the laces in the back. I think it just makes the shoes look a lot better. So there you go, guys. There is a list of 20 different Bolo items that have sold for me in the month of July, as it's July 30th as I'm recording this. So that was, not all of my sales, but a good variety that I hope helps you on your hunting, your sourcing, your every day looking. Came from a bunch of different platforms: garage sales, flea markets, Facebook Marketplace pickups, Instagram buys, Ross, all sorts of stuff. So I'm not just sourcing from one place. I'm always looking for deals on every marketplace and platform. And hopefully you guys are taking advantage of all those as well. Leave me a comment in the comment section below what the best Bolo item that I presented today, or something new that you learned that you didn't know about. And leave a like on this video for me if you learned something. Thanks so much for watching, guys. You are awesome, and I will see you in the next one. Peace, money!